Okay, so check this out. This whole thing started with a video, right? Seemingly out of nowhere, a clip surfaced that appeared to show Dame Helen Mirren totally going off on Meghan Markle at the Golden Globes. I know, right? Dame Helen, of all people. The video went viral faster than you can say royal drama, racking up 50 million views in just a couple of days. People were sharing it non-stop, and all the commentary channels were dissecting every single second. But here's the kicker. It was a complete and utter lie. A fabrication, a deepfake, if you will, and the really crazy part is how easily millions of people fell for it. So, how did this happen? How did this fake video spread so quickly, and why were so many convinced it was the real deal? That's what we're gonna dive into. First off, let's paint the picture. The video looked legit, really legit. Helen Mirren was standing at a podium. The Golden Globes logo was right there behind her. She was even wearing the same baby pink Stella McCartney gown she wore at the actual ceremony. The lighting, the sound, the camera angles, everything matched a live broadcast. It even showed reaction shots of other celebrities in the audience like Meryl Streep nodding, Oprah Winfrey looking serious, and Tom Hanks chuckling. But here's the thing, these clips were all from different moments during the actual Golden Globe ceremony, cleverly cut together to make it look like they were reacting to Helen Mirren's supposed Meghan Markle takedown. In the video, Mirren seemed to stop mid-speech and then just launch into this critique of Meghan, questioning her decision to leave royal duties, framing it as personal ambition rather than necessity. The language sounded calm and formal, nothing felt exaggerated, and nothing sounded like a joke. The voice was AI generated, but the words were written to match Mirren's public image. The phrasing avoided extremes, and each line sounded measured enough to seem believable. Basically, it was crafted to perfection to trick people. But the real genius, or should I say the really messed up part, was how they used those reaction shots to reinforce the message. It's like they were saying, see? Even Meryl Streep thinks Meghan's a bit sus. Commentary channels jumped on it immediately, analyzing every detail. And within hours, longer versions of the video popped up on YouTube. The hosts replayed moments and treated the clip as confirmed footage. But if you dug a little deeper, you'd find that none of them had access to the original broadcast feeds, and none cited official sources. Their confidence was part of what made the claim feel verified. Specific phrases drove the conversation. One term suggested that Meghan was being spoken to like a child. Another phrase implied she turned a personal struggle into performance. And a short line about acting was framed as a moral divide between real performers and public figures who use their private lives for attention. Each phrase was analyzed as an intentional judgment. The video spread at the same time across platforms. It appeared on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and X. Each platform treated it as new content, and algorithms pushed it separately. Early sharing from coordinated accounts increased visibility. The clip reached recommendation feeds before any checks happened. The numbers climbed fast. In the first hour, it had 500,000 views. 6 hours passed, 5 million. 1 full day passed, 25 million. 2 days passed, 50 million. Screenshots and remixes multiplied faster than original uploads. So why wasn't anyone calling this out? Well, that's where it gets even stranger. No major outlet reported the incident. Entertainment publications that cover every award show moment published nothing. Trade reporters who live tweet these ceremonies stayed silent. Broadcast networks issued no statement. It was like the whole thing was being memory holed. It's like a lot of that gets lost in what can be super dehumanizing when you look at the clickbait culture. And official Golden Globes accounts posted nothing about the controversy. The moment never occurred. Yet the absence of coverage was interpreted not as proof of fabrication, but as evidence of media suppression, a conspiracy to protect Meghan from legitimate criticism. The ceremony footage was complete and archived. Mirren's real speech followed the program schedule. She thanked contributors. She acknowledged the nominee. She announced the winner. She left the stage. No deviation existed in any broadcast version. Fact checks appeared later. Reuters published one, The Guardian published one. Their articles showed full transcripts, compared timestamps, and explained the edits. These reports reached a fraction of the audience, not because they were hidden, but because they violated the emotional logic that made the hoax appealing in the first place. Comment sections reacted harshly. Many dismissed corrections as media protection for elite figures who deserve criticism. Others claimed the video reflected emotional truth even if the words were technically false. In the theater, when we were in our early 22nd, so we knew each other really, really well. Celie I've worked with before. arguing that someone should have said those things, which made the fabrication symbolically valid. Some said the message mattered more than accuracy, that Meghan's actual words were less important than what the video represented. The idea stuck, even as proof spread, because belief had already hardened into a narrative. People struggled to accept they had been misled. Sharing the video felt intentional. Undoing that felt embarrassing. Many avoided admitting error. They searched for related material instead. On TikTok, creators reused old interviews. They placed fake audio over Meghan clips from years earlier. They treated unrelated comments as confirmation. Viewers accepted the layering as evident. On X, threads linked past praise of royal discipline to supposed criticism of Meghan. Dates were ignored. Context was removed. Assumptions replaced verification. The editing hid small flaws. The mouth movement did not always match the sound. Facial tension looked slightly off. These signs vanished on phones. Most viewers watched once. Few replayed closely. By the time the fabrication was clear, the story had settled. Many users claimed they remembered seeing it live because it feels really inclusive and there's representation and it's just like a sweet love story. Others recalled audience reactions that never happened. The false moment became a memory. The clip did more than mislead. It filled a gap. Meghan's Hollywood standing had already changed. Projects had slowed, coverage had thinned, defenders had gone quiet. The video gave that silence a story. The fake confrontation felt like confirmation. It offered a clear reason for shifts people sensed but could not place. That made it spread faster than an explanation ever could. Meghan never said a word about Meghan that night. The video said everything for her, and once people accepted that version, the real question changed. The fabrication spread unchecked. But Meghan's actual relationship with Meghan tells a completely different story, one that makes the hoax even more calculated and deliberate. The truth? Dame Helen Mirren received the Cecil B. DeMille Award at the Golden Globe celebration on January 6, 2026 at the Beverly Hilton. Harrison Ford presented the award, calling her one of the greatest actresses of all time. Mirren took the stage, thanked the Golden Globes for her earlier awards, made a few jokes, described the DeMille Award as a recognition of a full life, and left the stage. Meghan Markle was never mentioned, not once. The viral video that claimed Mirren attacked Meghan relied entirely on her credibility. It inverted everything she had actually said about the Duchess. I think you feel really confident that it was divinely ordered. Maybe all of this, our friendship, you becoming art. In February 2020, Meghan told Variety that Meghan was a fantastic addition to the royal family. She said Meghan was charming, gracious, and sweet-natured. She praised Meghan and Harry for stepping back from royal duties and described it as the right decision for their family. Meghan even joked that once the tabloids finished with Meghan, she might become their next target. This was repeated public support, not vague celebrity diplomacy. Meghan's authority on British royalty comes from her career, particularly her 2006 Oscar-winning role as Queen Elizabeth II in The Queen. That performance humanized the monarch during a turbulent period after Princess Diana's death. She also won a Tony for the audience, portraying the Queen in weekly meetings with prime ministers. Meghan's portrayals always show royalty as constrained and burdened, never glamorous. Her characters endure challenges, maintain dignity, and meet institutional expectations without dramatizing personal struggles. No, because I love doing my own stunt driving, and I've done a little bit. I did drive my own Land Rover as the Queen, or monetizing hardship. Her reputation for principled, measured judgment made the hoax believable. Viewers assumed that if someone as balanced as Meghan were criticizing Meghan, it must be true. The fake video replaced real statements of support with fabricated contempt. Clips of Meghan discussing royalty and celebrity from different years were edited with unrelated audience reactions to create the illusion of a live response. The technical execution was precise. Voice cloning technology in 2026 could generate near-perfect speech from just 3 minutes of audio, allowing creators to train a model on Meghan interviews, script the attack lines, and produce audio matching her tone, cadence, and accent. Lip-sync software then overlaid the fabricated audio onto existing footage, adjusting mouth movements frame by frame to eliminate visual discrepancies. The process introduced subtle artifacts, slight mismatches in jaw tension, unnatural transitions between phonemes, and micro delays in lip closure. But these flaws remained invisible at normal playback speed on mobile devices, where most viewers consumed the content once without replaying or scrutinizing details. The video didn't need to fool forensic experts, it only needed to fool scrolling audiences making split-second judgments about what felt real. You have to give away at least 6 months of your life to doing any one play. The video spread quickly because the economic incentives were overwhelming. Platform monetization systems reward engagement over accuracy, and celebrity conflict content consistently outperforms factual reporting. One anonymous creator behind the Meghan video operated a network of accounts specializing in fabricated confrontations. That single video reportedly earned $200,000 in the first week from a combination of ad revenue, affiliate partnerships, and premium subscriptions. Patreon subscribers jumped from 400 to 12,000 within days, each paying $5 monthly, an additional $60,000 in recurring revenue. The financial upside dwarfed any potential consequences, which remained theoretical at best. No platform had suspended the accounts, no advertiser had pulled funding, and no legal action had been threatened.